Pensions. They can be difficult to understand, and if you offer them as a business, then you should also have a trustee in place, which means added responsibility for the individual, often with no additional pay. You won't see those responsibilities on their business card, but it will be their duty to select advisors and investments, minimize expenses, and follow plan documents exactly. That's a lot of responsibility and liability. And the risk is always out there. Your company could be sued, and you could be sued. Make the wrong choices, and it could be your money and your assets at risk. Consider this. 2 employees close to retirement age discovered they had never enrolled in the company's retirement plan, so they sued the company and its trustees, alleging that they were not properly advised how to enroll. The lost benefit and legal defence costs exceeded £225,000. Think they will look to the investment advisor to take the blame? Think again. You picked them. And here's what can happen. An external investment manager for one company's retirement plan wrongly dropped a profitable option and selected another. So employees sued their pension trustees for failing to monitor the advisor. Legal costs and damages exceeded £550,000. Here's the bottom line. The cost of a pension trustee liability case can top £825,000. What's more, regulators are always watching for irregularities. With risks like these, you need an insurance company who can help protect and prepare you for anything. That's why pension trustee liability coverage isn't a maybe, but a must-have. Ask your broker how Travelers UK can help ensure your business is protected. There's a fine line between business as usual and business disrupted. Today, the risks to your company can come from anywhere. Online, offline, home, abroad, from the outside, and perhaps most disturbing, from the inside, the people working for you. As an employer, are you aware of how exposed you are to fraud, theft, and more? Employee fraud is estimated to cost businesses 5% of revenues each year. The average time before fraud can be discovered? 18 months, usually by accident or a tip-off. And at least 1 in 5 cases cost companies at least £675,000. For example, a financial manager at a retail company created false vendor invoices and altered checks to misappropriate £800,000 over 10 years. And fraud can also come from outside a business. A payroll clerk noticed 3 unauthorized electronic fund transfers from the company's bank account that totaled over £475,000. Seemed someone had gained access using a financial manager's username and password. Whatever the size of your business, without the right protection, you risk losing a lot more than money. People, court cases, clients, trust, business assets, possibly the whole company. With risks like these, you need an insurance company who can help protect and prepare you for anything. That's why crime coverage isn't a maybe, but a must-have. Ask your broker how Travelers UK can help ensure your business is protected.
Whatever your profession or the size of your business, you're accountable for the quality of your work. Whether you're a consultant or designer, a lawyer or lettings agent, your success depends on meeting your clients' expectations. If they think your work doesn't measure up, they can sue, costing you time, money, reputation, customers, and possibly your whole business as you fight an expensive court case. Some clients won't hesitate to punish businesses for service they regard as negligent or below expectation. And there's no hiding behind a strongly worded contract, since these can be challenged during court cases. That's why you should protect yourself with a professional indemnity policy. Whether a large mistake or just a small oversight, you could face huge costs. Consider this. A consultant helped a clothing store launch a new website and advertising campaign to promote its annual sale. but the email announcing the sale on the site wasn't sent out in time. The store sued for negligence. It cost the consultant more than £60,000 to defend and settle the case. Or, an executive recruitment agency found an experienced CFO for a client. After 3 years, the CFO was fired for misusing company credit cards. Turns out the candidate had been sued by an old employer for embezzlement, something the background check missed. So the client took the agency to court. In the end, the case cost the agency more than £65,000. Every day you expose yourself to potential liability just by doing business. In fact, you may even lose out on new business by not having professional indemnity coverage required in many contracts. With risks like these, you need an insurance company who can help protect and prepare you for anything. That's why professional indemnity coverage isn't a maybe, but a must-have. Ask your broker how Travelers UK can help ensure your business is protected. Kidnapping, ransom, extortion, that only happens in movies or in dangerous countries, right? Wrong. These threats are very real, even in Europe, North America, or other so-called safe territories. But if you still think it could never happen, consider this. Coercive threats to you and your business can take many forms. Here's one. A company received a series of violent threats against one of their buildings, and the perpetrators demanded £25,000 to stop. The company had to bring in an analyst to examine the notes, extra guards to protect the premises and the workers, and experts to negotiate with the perpetrators. And still the threats continued, without any hostile action, for 3 long years. The costs were more than £2.5 million. In this case, thankfully no one was kidnapped or hurt. But any business anywhere could be a target. Someone could have a grudge against you, your company, or your employees, or someone could even try to force you to reveal company trade secrets. Even when no money is ever paid, these stressful situations can create unexpected costs and have a significant impact on your business's bottom line. Financial cost is not the only consideration. Employers have a significant duty of care to their employees and their families to ensure access to high-quality assistance is available both pre- and post-incident. To address these threats, your business could need investigators, lawyers, public relations professionals, forensic analysts, security guards, and crisis response consultants. The company might need to pay ransom or pay interest on loans or salaries for victims and their replacements. It all adds up, fast. And if the worst does happen, every second counts. A company president was kidnapped while entering his car and held for 5 days. After hiring a negotiator, guarding the family, renting recording equipment, and taking out a loan for the ransom money, costs totaled more than £450,000. Your employees are your company's most valuable asset, and their safety at home or abroad is paramount. That's why you need an insurance company that uses timely, proven methods to reduce stress and uncertainty, as well as minimise the financial impact of kidnapping, extortion, or illegal detention on your business. That's why Kidnap and Ransom coverage isn't a maybe, but a must-have. Ask your broker how Travelers UK can help ensure your business is protected.
In your business, you make decisions every day. Hiring, firing, pay levels, duties, promotions, work environment, and so many more. Nearly every one of your decisions affects your employees, and nearly every outcome could lead to a claim by employees or regulators for wrongful employment practices. These claims can disrupt business, hurt employee morale, and damage your reputation and cost your business financially even before going to court. And once you're there, the stats are not on your side. Winning a case is a coin toss. 50% of plaintiffs come out on top in trials, and even victory can be costly. it is not uncommon for legal fees in employment practices cases to exceed £225,000. Let's look at a typical case. An elderly employee was let go by his employer and promptly sued for discrimination. The employer argued the man was discharged for being unable to perform the essential functions of the job. The employee claimed he was fired because of his age and disability. The employer lost the case and paid over £200,000 in defence and settlement costs. In another case, an employee claimed she was retaliated against, suspended, and eventually fired because she had complained to management about her working conditions. She sued the company and its Director of Human Resources for wrongful termination, failure to promote, and defamation. Defence and settlement costs exceeded £1.1 million. With all the potential risks in the workplace today, you need an insurance company that can protect your company's bottom line. That's why employment practices liability coverage isn't a maybe, but a must-have. Ask your broker how Travelers UK can help ensure your business is protected.
If you think there's a clear line between your business and your personal assets, think again. Every day, with every decision, company directors and officers put everything they have at risk. Because in a directors and officers liability claim, even your personal assets may be fair game. From the largest public company to the smallest local business, claims against directors and officers are increasingly common. 1 of every 3 companies has faced them over the past 10 years, and it doesn't matter if your stock's not traded on an exchange. Your directors and officers could be sued by suppliers, customers, employees, competitors, and even shareholders. These cases can be costly, not just in legal fees associated with civil and criminal proceedings, but with settlements. Take the small electronics company that attracted 4 employees from a larger competitor. The smaller firm soon began selling products similar to their rivals, but at a lower price, prompting the bigger business to sue the smaller firm and its officers for stealing trade secrets and customer lists. After 2.5 years, the case was settled for more than £1 million, and defence costs hit £325,000. Another instance. After selling a laundrette business, the former directors and officers were sued by the new buyer, who claimed false information about its profitability was used to clinch the deal. The buyer demanded that the agreement be scrapped and all losses be reimbursed. Together, the legal fees and settlement reached £475,000. Sobering thought, especially when a company can't always reimburse its directors and officers for these costs. No wonder 43% of them want extra protection if their company becomes bankrupt or insolvent. Having the right coverage isn't just the key to protecting your company, its directors and officers, and their assets. It can be critical to attracting and retaining the quality of talent your business demands. With risks like these, you need an insurance company who can help protect and prepare you for anything. That's why directors and officers liability coverage isn't a maybe, but a must-have. Ask your broker how Travelers UK can help ensure your business is protected.